What's up, guys? Welcome to Cruising with Cruz. I am Cruz, of course. Happy New Year, or New Year's Eve. Technically, I'm recording this the day before New Year's, so probably most of you guys will be seeing this on New Year's. And I figured I'd just give an update video. Hopefully, everyone had a fantastic holiday. Yeah, I just can't believe this year's over. Already going to be kicking off 2025, which is crazy. Because I can still remember back from like 2007, 8, 9, mainly because I've been watching this YouTube channel. I'll have a link in the description. He's been uploading nostalgic NASCAR videos from back in the day, and I'm like, man, where has the time gone, you know? But, you know, we're here now, we're here in 2025, and I just wanted to do a video in terms of just like a channel update and just talking a little bit about, you know, life in general and just the direction I want to take this channel, because obviously most of you guys have noticed I haven't been uploading quite frequently. In terms of meeting a goal for this year for the channel, I definitely did not meet that goal whatsoever, but I definitely did have a lot of things hindering that process. But next year I'm trying to, you know, not put too much expectations and just see where things go with the channel. Obviously I had a couple videos in the works. The Godzilla one, I am still working on that one whatsoever. I'm learning how to edit videos and stuff like that right now, so bear with me, because I'm just going through, as you notice, most of these videos are just like one shot, just straight through, you know, so you'll notice some mistakes here and there, but for the most part, I'm trying to, you know, actually take some dedication and time to make these videos, because, yeah, you know, I just want to see how this channel works out, you know. Like I said, from the very first video I've uploaded, you know, this channel is not just going to be strictly to like one thing, you know, NASCAR related stuff, but obviously I'm going to try to branch out into other things, you know, especially with the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I do have plans on doing like pack openings, just talking about, you know, what got me into it, etc. Obviously I've talked about cars. I'm planning on doing videos, shooting with my Miata, so that should be fun. But yeah, no, this year's definitely been one of those years where it's like, definitely had a lot of lows. Well, to be quite frank, the last 2.5 years have had way more lows than my highs. Don't get me wrong, I do acknowledge my highs, but, you know, it's just those, you know, it's part of life, you know. You got to go through those sagas of just, you know, having to have like not the greatest year ever. Most of you may have the best year ever. Some of you may have the worst year ever, or some of you may just have a pretty decent year, you know, nothing too crazy, just a neutral year, you know. But those last 2.5 years have been quite something else, you know, especially, you know, given the fact that it's already going to be 5 years since, you know, everything shut down, which is hard to believe. But, you know, that's how time flies, you know. We still keep moving, we still keep thriving. And one of the things I've been reflecting in terms of, you know, life in general is just, you know, appreciating the little victories that you get in life, you know. One of the topics I'll be diving into, hopefully down the line in this new coming year, is talking about sobriety, because that's one of the things I haven't mentioned or brought up, because I am currently not drinking and obviously not using stuff like that, you know. And that's a topic I kind of want to touch on, especially with given like how my generation, because I'm a millennial, how it's been glamorized in terms of just, you know, the party scene and all that stuff. And given the fact that tonight's New Year's Eve, you know, hopefully by the time most of you guys are watching this, hopefully you guys are having a fun, safe time tonight. Because, yeah, you know, you got to be considerate of others out there, you know. But again, that's like another topic for another time. But anyways, yeah, in terms of the direction of the channel, I do want to do some things where, you know, you guys are along with me on a journey of terms of just, you know, starting from square one. That's been kind of one of the things or words that's lingered in my head over the the course of the last 4 years, if I'm going to be completely honest, is just being stuck on square one. And I'll touch more on that, you know, on another video down the line. But pretty much, long story short, what I'm trying to say is, you know, I feel like a lot of us tend to live a life when we feel like we're stuck. We've been stuck in this square one, no matter how much of a progress or effort we try to do and trying to get out of that. You know, we just feel like we haven't strided into trying to do something better in terms of a long run goal or end game goal, whatever you want to call it, you know. And for me, I've kind of, you know, I've gone through a lot in my life to the point where I'm like, all right, you know, I'm starting a new year on a very, very clean slate. You know, all of us, I think when we look at a new year, it's like new year, new me, right? But in terms of resolutions, you know, I always try to reach for a goal, you know, and that goal for next year is to just, you know, try to be the best version of myself the next year, you know. And for the most part, that's one of the things as us humans we tend to kind of ignore is just, really looking at the progress we make as people and as humans. We look at ourselves in the mirror every day and we don't really see change much, until like it starts getting pointed out. One of the things I've been getting noted throughout this course of the years, like, I've been looking good, I'm looking healthy, I look more vibrant, more energetic, and that's something that I've never really acknowledged as a human, in terms of just compliments and things like that, because it's true, we're all different human beings, and I was the kind of human that just kind of ignored compliments like that, or just, I guess words of affirmation that people would give to me. I tend to just kind of just let that fly by my head. But, in terms of this year, I've kind of been acknowledging that, and crazy to say, life has been crazy for me. But I'm ready to start this new chapter of the new year with, everyone along with me, because what's life without, paying it forward to others out there, I know there's probably someone out there watching this video, going through the hardest times, and if there's something I could say, buddy, I know life is tough, but, you'll get through it, You just gotta remember, you gotta take it one day at a time. Sometimes you gotta dial it back to maybe one minute at a time, 1 hour at a time. Whatever is gonna help you, because I get it, I learned that life definitely, tends to not be fair, but that's the point, life isn't fair and life isn't meant to be easy, When I see a lot of these YouTubers, these like topic channels and stuff like that, they tend to lose that humbleness that most of them have grew up with. I'm not saying all of them, but for the most part, a lot of them grew up, like with a really great, humble family that taught them great morals. But once the fame, the money starts hitting them, they tend to lose that, and that's something I try not to lose in terms of my life that I live, because it's a very toxic world that we live out there, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I was a good person to others, because no, I used to, not be a fan of people whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I despised people, but as time grew on, I had to learn to really live with others and just, try to be of service, try to be like a helping human to others, because again, like I said, life is not easy, and sometimes we all need help. Sometimes, we just need, some kind of words of inspiration to kind of just lift us up, from whatever the case may be, And that's one of my goals this year, is to not only be a better version of myself, but to help others and try to be and help them in whatever journey they're on, Because, like I said, this life right now, especially in the times that we're living in, is very, very, like I said, very toxic. We're in a time and age where people are very sensitive, unfortunately. But we gotta learn how to control that sensitivity and just, not take things too personal, because not everything revolves around ourselves, And that's one of the things I had to tell myself is, life isn't about me, Life isn't always about me. And that's something that I had to learn the hard way. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us will learn that the hard way. I've learned that the hard way. But, I don't really know where I'm trying to go at this point is, like I said, this coming year, I want to help others, and I have a lot of plans and goals to really achieve with this channel. Right now I'm in a little pickle in terms of like, my life and career, but I definitely want to start dedicating more time to this channel, because, people keep asking me, mainly family members, friends ask me, like, what am I doing with this channel? Like, what's the plan, X, Y, and Z. And I just have the X, but I haven't got to Y or Z. So hopefully this coming year, I'll definitely upload more new things. Like I said in my previous video, in terms of the NASCAR content, I think I'm just going to dial like a motorsports like monthly review each month to kind of just, go over the sports stuff, because I don't want, not only do I want to focus on the NASCAR things, but I also want to focus on like the IMSA stuff, because then we got the 24 coming up this coming month of Daytona. IndyCar is going to be back on the schedule again with Fox, so that should be interesting to see. F1 again, with the shakeup with Hamilton now going to Ferrari, that's one thing that's gonna catch my eye a little bit, just to see if he can probably bring them a championship, because I'm a diehard Ferrari fan when I first started watching F1. But yeah, overall, I hope everyone's doing great. anyone out there that's watching this video, just know that I love you. You're loved. Someone cares for you. I wish nothing but the best for you this coming year because, we all deserve the best every year, right? So 2025 is no exception. I, also want to give a shout out to my family and friends that do support this channel. I love you guys. I thank you so much for being a big, significant part of my life and, giving me that chance to really be a part of your guys' lives through these videos. I also want to give a shout out to, a lot of my fellow friends that do watch this. You guys are always in my heart. I always think about you guys all the time. And yeah, let's bring in the new year on a high note. Like I said, life is going to be tough, but, we'll get through it. Life will get through it. And I can't wait to see what this new year brings. Again, I hope everyone had a safe Christmas holiday season, Hanukkah. I know Hanukkah is going to be finishing up here in the next couple days. Yeah, Happy New Year, guys. Let's start 2025 on the right note. And with that, I'll catch y'all on the flippity flip later.